Hey, welcome back to the Crabby Dice. Today is the playthrough for Last Will. So let's talk about the game before we do the playthrough. As per usual, my review is positive. um, I'm a sucker for worker placement games, so I tend to enjoy them more than anything else. Even though this game they say is worker placement, but it's such a small factor. It's just to get these cards in a turn, which isn't game breaking. I find that the game is mostly revolves around getting your cards and trying to fulfill recipes, and that's super fun. Like, I need to get a lady, a dog, and a chef onto this boat so I can spend more money, you know. The theme is really awesome too. I've never played a game where you're trying to lose all your money, and it's also a race, so the game can end early if you're playing $70. Before I continue, I am going to play $70. I'm going to recommend that you play at around $100 or $90. That'll make you play the full 7 rounds usually. Also, don't ever play with these cards. They're garbage, and I would actually give the game a -1 to the game score because of these cards. They're such a bad idea. Don't ever play with them. Toss them in the garbage. So let's get back to the review. So it's really fun manipulating those cards, trying to get the most out of them every single turn. It's like getting a new gift every turn and trying to unwrap the perfect present to lose the most money. It's fantastic. Negatives, there are some luck in the card draws. Obviously, if somebody's drawing the perfect combo every single time, he's gonna win. There's nothing you can do about it. So that's the minor gripe I have, but it's so enjoyable just to lose your money, and the theme is so fun that you completely forget about it. So my score, what am I going to score this? On my scale of 1 through 6, I'll give it an easy 4. Alright, it's not perfect, it's not a Hallmark game, 5 or 6, it's a 4, it's solid, I recommend it. You can find this on the secondary market for less than 20 bucks at this point. And hopefully next year we'll get an anniversary edition or maybe another expansion or something. So let's go straight through the playthrough. I'll show you how it runs, and there you go. So straight to turn 1. Well, follow along, I'll show you how to play. So I'll be red. So in the setup, we were given 6 cards and we got to pick 2 out of these to start the game. So I already did that with the other 2 players, so I sort of know what they're going to do, but let's look at these together. I haven't looked at them yet. So I got a couple of here mansions here, orange and yellow. I think one is mansions, the other one's townhouses. So yellow's terrible right now. It's at -3, so I definitely don't want to keep a yellow one. Orange isn't bad, it's +1, it's the second best that you can have, so I'll probably start with one of these. If not, I'll start with, oh, looks like I got 2 real estate agents here, which is when I buy houses or sell houses, I modify the price by $2, which if I had both these guys on my board would be insane, but nah. The coachman, oh, pretty terrible unless you have expenses dealing with coachmen. So I don't have any combos right off the bat. Oh, so what I might do is I'll keep a real estate agent. I'll try to deal with houses, so I'll discard both of these for sure into their helper deck. So I'll keep this, and I guess I'll keep a house, and I think for sure I'll keep an orange one because that one's at +1, so I won't keep this one. Discard this. I gotta pick between these 2. So this one's a base action for $3, this one's action for 4, but I think if I want to make the prices drop, it doesn't really matter. Geez, these are both pretty terrible. What I think I'm gonna do is I'll start off with this one here, and I'll be just activating every single round to lose $4 for now, and we'll see what I do with it later. So let's keep this one. Let's put them face down as my cards in hand right here, and let's get started. So in the rules I talked about already, 7 rounds, every single round the same 5 things you can do. Setup, which I already did already, including the first round we have those cards that we have to grab. The second round phase is actually putting out our planning discs, which will tell us how many cards we draw, how many errand boys we'll have for the 3rd phase, and how many actions we'll have for the 4th phase. So starting with me, what should I do? So looking around here, I really like that card. That just gives you free action no matter what. So it's very, very versatile. Because you have other cards like this that give you free action if you're doing a specific thing, so on and so on. That one is just rest of the game, 2 actions. Now looking at my hand, so very important. It's going to take me an action to play this card, take me an action to play this card, and then another action to maybe activate. So I want between 2 and 3 actions for sure. So looking at this, I don't want to put my token here for sure. I do want to draw cards because I don't really love my cards, so I wouldn't mind drawing some cards unless I look here. The reservation's not bad. You can send a chef to lose and it's no actions to play it. So let me let me go on the 3rd spot here. I won't draw any cards, but I might go in early turn order and I'll have 2 to grab 2 cards from the display here. Then it'll be blue. Blue, I'm looking at his cards right now. Blue's gonna want 3 actions as well. There's no really place that he can get 3 besides at the end here. Then yellow. Yellow just needs to do 2 actions, so yellow's gonna go actually right here. Yellow is trying to get a horse because he has a farm, so that's gonna go here, grab some companions. All right, so before we jump on to phase 3, which is our errand boys, we're gonna look at the cards here and draw that many cards. So yellow's gonna go, he has 2 cards, he's gonna grab both from this deck. Let me give it a good shuffle. He's looking for horses to put onto his farm. Let's see if he gets lucky. Let's see if he gets lucky. He didn't get his horse, so maybe he's gonna go grab this card at the end of the round. So let's give him those 2 cards. And then blue's gonna do the same. I'm looking at blue. Blue doesn't really need any companions right now. I think what he wants is 1 from each deck here. All right, let's look at them. A farm and another helper here. And this one's interesting. This is if you get to carry an extra 2 cards every round. So normally you only get to carry 2 cards every round. This one is 3. Let's give that to blue. Alright, so I didn't grab any cards, so now we're going to jump on to phase 3, which is actually the worker placement part of the game. So, starting now, we're not going to follow turn order anymore, we're going to follow the order displayed on this chart. So yellow's going to go first. And yellow, like we already said, he really wants a horse. So he's going to go over here to get this wild card, which will give him his horse that he needs. Also, you got to check here, we all have 2 errand boys, so we're all going to use our 2 here. So I'm gonna go next. I'm gonna jump on this card here. So I'm supposed to give this to the player when he lands there. So this is gonna go to yellow. I'm gonna go here to grab my old friend, my cheeky little friend. He's gonna come hang out with me. Take this card. Next is blue. So blue's last. What does blue want to do? So blue wants to play houses too, so he wants to go change the real estate market. So he's gonna go here, and what he's gonna do is he has a yellow house, so he doesn't want to pay less for his house, he wants to pay more, so he definitely wants to do that. And since it's early in the game, he doesn't know what he's gonna do yet. He's just gonna flip these 2 around because he doesn't have a farm and he doesn't want the farm to go too low. Actually, you know what he'll do? He'll flip these 2 around like that. There you go. That was blue. Let's jump back up to yellow. So what does yellow want to do? Because yellow is dealing with real estate, and before I get that card, because that card's interesting for me too, he's going to jump here to grab this guy. This guy, what he's going to do is, you can activate any colored house besides farm, and not have to pay an action to activate the card. Let's give that to him. Now we'll jump on to me. I think I'm gonna definitely want to take another card because I didn't grab any cards that round. Do I grab a farm? No, farms are not interesting right now for me, but I do have a real estate agent, which is not bad. Let me put out farms for cheap, but you know what, I'll go grab this reservation card. It's cheap, doesn't get rid of a lot of cash, but doesn't take an action. So I just need some chefs, put some chefs there, and I can activate this every round to lose some cash. And then blue doesn't like any of these cards, so he's gonna prep for the future. He's gonna grab right here, he's gonna grab a player extension. So these, the way they work is you put them, I'll just show you mine. You extend your board here, so now you have an extra, you have a 6th spot to put an extra card. We're all gonna end up doing this at least 2 times in the game for sure, in my experience. So we'll add this to blue side, and that's it. So there you go. So that's this. That was phase 3. That was the worker replacement phase. Now it's 4, which is the card manipulation action thing. So first thing you're gonna want to do in that phase is you're gonna look at your marker here and mark down how many actions you have. So I'm gonna have 3. So I come here, set it to 3 actions. So now using all my cards, I have 3 actions to manipulate my player board, right? And I need to spend 70 bucks to win the game. So let's look at this. So first thing I want to do for sure is play my real estate agent. Here we go. So that's going to cost 1 action. See, playing any card costs an action. So play it in there and lower my action. Next thing I'm going to want to do for sure, play my old friend. Okay, he's going to cost me an action, but he gives me back an action, so I don't have to really change anything. There you go. So that's done. These guys I don't have to manipulate or activate because they don't really spend money, so I'll just leave them down the whole game. They're kind of useless right now. I got 2 actions left. I think my first action is going to be playing this real estate card, or this mansion. So when you're looking at a house, you can tell by the little symbol there, what you're going to want to look at is the symbol up here. This is the cost you're going to have to pay for the house, the initial cost. So this plus any modifiers you have on your board. So already, if you look here, I can raise the value by 2, which is what I'll do. So I'm going to spend 15 for this, plus, let's go back, orange is plus 1. So technically I have a plus 3 on this card. So I'm going to spend 16 bucks for this card. So this costed me an action to play. I spent 16 bucks, so let me spend 50. I take 34 back. 2, 34. Oops. There you go. So there you go. Now I got 1 action left. So now I have a couple of choices. Oh, I forgot to put my marker down. Whenever you buy a house that's not a farm, sorry for the glare by the way, I'll fix it shortly. It's because I sleeved these cards. Whenever you buy any house, you place the marker on the price of the top that you paid, and then every round, if you don't activate the card, it depreciates by 1. Alright. Now I got a couple of choices for my last action. I can play this and activate it to lose $1. Or I can activate this house to lose $4. But then it won't depreciate. The thing is, this house, it'll only ever depreciate by $2 in the long run, which is not a lot. So I'd rather just activate it to lose the $4. So that's what I'll do. I'll activate it. Activation costs 1 action, and then I'll lose $4. There you go, $4. And there you go. I'm out of actions. I don't have any other free actions to perform. This would cost me an action to play down, but I can't because I'm out of action. So I'll carry this over till the next round. Remember, you can carry over up to 2 cards every round. So I'll just put this card here, and I'll go deal with the other player's actions, and I'll be back for the cleanup step. Alright, cleanup step. So first we'll look at our player boards. So first thing you're going to want to do is re-engage all your cards. So just slide everything down. Easy enough. Next, well, first before you do that, you decay your houses. If they were not activated, they would decay, but because I activated and I cleaned up the house, well, it doesn't decay, so that's fine. So there's the second thing you do. Move your marker back to 0 if it wasn't already there. Main player board, game board here, just return everyone's markers back to them. We're gonna clean up the cards. So this wasn't taken, we'll remove it from the game because it's a special card. All of these we'll remove. I did return the yellow player's special card back. These are real estate, we'll put these here, and this is this card here. So there you go, we're all clean. That's the end of the round. So now we'll go to the setup. We'll go round 2. So setup. You're gonna now do round 2, so this and this is still real estate. So first couple of rounds, nothing really changes. It's gonna be again helpers, and then we're gonna flip over more special cards. So as the game goes, these special cards get more and more powerful. There you go. So move the first player marker, got to do that. So it's the blue player that's gonna be first, and he's gonna put out his first token. I'm gonna take a water break and then come back. All right, round 2. So blue's gonna go first. Where does he want to do? So he just wants a overall great. He already has a ton of cards. So he's gonna do what I did. He's gonna go there, not draw any cards, but he'll have 3 actions, which is great. Yellow only had 2 actions last turn, and he has a ton of things to do. So I think he's gonna go for 4 actions, but he's only gonna have 1 guy to put out, which isn't bad. He's just not gonna manipulate that much stuff here, but he'll get 4 actions to work with. And then what I noticed on the board is, as the real estate guy, I really want this card. This card lets me buy and sell real estate for free, no actions required. Well, 2 times around, which is great because I already can manipulate the price by 2, so I can buy for +2 and then sell for -2, and I'll just be flipping houses over and over and over again. So I really love that card. So I really want to go before blue, so I think I'm gonna go here. I don't know if anyone else is interested in that card. I mean, I could take a chance and go last, as long as nobody takes like both actions here. I'll be able to take it. Should I take a chance? Yeah, because yellow's only gonna have 1 errand boy, so the chances he wants one of those are pretty slim. So let me go there. Let's take a chance. So let's get started. Blue's gonna go first, so he's gonna put out his guys first, then yellow will go, but yellow's only gonna put out 1, and then I'll go. So let's do blue. So what does blue want? Blue is going to notice exactly what I noticed. There's a free action guy there, so he's definitely gonna go grab this card. He really likes this card, just like I did. Alright, so go to yellow. And yellow had that farm strategy, so he's gonna want to do this because he's gonna spend just this card every round. Is gonna spend him $2, so he's gonna go here to take this card. Then I'll definitely jump on this to get my real estate guy. Let's add that to my hand. Then it's blue and then red. So what does blue want to do? Blue's looking at his cards. This lets him activate a house, which isn't bad. Does he need the... None of these are great, to be fair. He's going to... I think he's going to grab a card from the top of the deck. So this row, I'll just show you how this works, is you put on your own color and you can grab the top of any card deck here. Oops. And I think what he's gonna do is just gonna draw the top of the helper deck and see what it is. There you go. Maybe it'll help him, maybe it won't. Let's we'll see. And then me as my last action, I definitely want to grab more mansions at this point, because every round I'm gonna be playing them and returning them and going a little crazy on the manipulation of houses. So they're both yellow, so it doesn't really matter. So I think I'll just take this one. Right, put that in my hand, and there you go. So that's phase 3. So let's go to phase 4. Actions. Let's go to my board. All right. So let's just see. So I'm gonna have 3 actions this round. So I'm gonna change that to 3. And I can't forget, I got my old friend here, which will make it 4. So every round now, I'm gonna have +1 action. Sorry for the glare. I'll deal with that as soon as this round ends. Alright, so first thing I'm going to want to do is for sure play this card, Real Estate Agent. This guy costs 2 actions. 1 action here and 1 action to play him. So 1, 2. Get the other guy. So now I think I'm going to have to go buy some more player boards, extensions, because I'm going to run out of space with all these real estate agents that I got lining up here. Alright, next, I got 2 actions left. Alright, 2 actions left, 2 actions left. First action, I think, is to... oh boy, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? Because they're free actions. Okay, so what I'm going to do is... my first action is I get 2... well, I got 2... I guess I'm going to squander some actions because I don't have enough stuff to do. I got 2 free sells and buys. So my first sell is going to be this card. But before I sell it, I'll use an action. Let me remove the glare. I can't really remove the glare. Let me show you the card. There's an action to lose $4 here. So let me go maintain it. So I'll lose an action. I'll lose $4. $1 back. Alright. So I got 1 action left. But then I'm going to do this now to sell it for no action, right? And this says I can lower the price by 2. So the price is 13. Unfortunately, it is orange, so it's +1. So it's going to be 14 minus 2. Sorry, yeah, minus 2 is $12. So I get $12 back from the bank for selling this property. So I remove the property, and I get $12 back from the bank. So I'm going to be wheeling and dealing, so my properties are going to be coming and going. Just losing $2 or $3 every time. So I take this back from the bank. Now I get a free buy action from this one. So I'm going to buy this one, which is yellow, which is great because the cost is 13 plus 2, so it's 15 plus 3. So I'm at $18. So I'm going to spend $18 for this property. So let's just give it a 20. And take back 2. Now I still had 1 action left, so I can activate this property and spend $3 more. Boom, I'm wheeling and dealing my way to the top. Well, not to the top, more to the bottom. So I still have this card, and I think I'll carry it over to the next round. So there you go. I'm out of actions. I've activated everything. I think I'm good to go. So for next round, I think I'm going to look for that board extension so I can buy more properties and sell more properties. Oh yeah, I have to put this marker on the 13. I'm not going to really care about losing value here because I'm going to be selling these off so fast that they'll never depreciate really. Alright, I'll go do their turn again like I did for round 1, and I'll come back for a cleanup. Alright, start at turn 3. I already did all the cleanup stuff, kind of boring. Save you guys that trouble. So yellow's first player now. So what do they want to do? I think they're going to want to go early. They're the only guys without a old friend, and maybe that'll save them some actions in the future. So they're going to want to go a little early. Plus, they only need 1 action to lose $10 because they only have 1 farm and everything else is free. So they don't mind going a little early here. So let them go on the early spot here. 2 actions seems like enough. Next is red. That's us. What do we want to do? I don't need that many actions either. I don't mind drawing a lot of cards. Oh, but I did want to grab this. None of these cards really look interesting for me. So I don't mind having only 1 house. Although no, I want 2 because I want grab an extension and deal with the real estate for sure. So I want 2. So do I grab... No, because if I grab 0, I won't be able to get more house mansions. Because right now I need more mansions to sell. Oh no, I need more mansions. So I need to draw for sure. So do I go on the first one? Sure, let's go on the first one and see what I can do. So I'm going to go super early. And then blue is going to take his sweet time. It's going to go all the way to the end, which is, I find, the best spot to be at. So that was the second phase. Third phase is actually putting out our hats. So I'm going to definitely jump on this before it disappears to get an extra board. So I'm going to add this to my play area. Unfortunately, I don't have space on the side. You won't be able to see it. So I'll actually be playing it above. Just keep that in mind. Normally, you just put it on the side here. All right, that was red. We'll put yellow next. So yellow wanted to jump here to get his old friend. Let's give that to him. Blue's gonna go next. What does blue want to do? Blue's in no man's land right now. Blue's kind of confused. Blue, oh, sorry, before we do that, I was supposed to draw my cards. They still want to do that action, sorry about that. So we'll draw 5 cards. Yellow's gonna draw 2 and blue's gonna draw 2. So me, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw 3 houses right off the top of the deck, because I want to sell these houses. I want to flip them over. I want to sell high. No, buy high, sell low. Then I get 2 more cards. Let me go for some. I'll go for some one-offs. Maybe I can get something that I can use. All right. So yellow is gonna go next. What does yellow need? Yellow's gonna grab. He needs everything. So he's gonna grab one of each of these. So that's the yellow. And then blue's gonna go. He's looking at his boards. I think what he wants is a real estate. Sorry, an event. 2 events. See if you can make those work for him. All right. So now we go to phase 3. Sorry about that. I forgot about grabbing my cards. I won't forget in the future. All right. So now it's blue's turn to put out a guy. So let's just check those 2 cards that blue got. Not the best cards, to be honest. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna come here and grab this card, so that in the future they grab 3 of these cards to get ready. Okay, there you go. So next is me. I'm gonna go change the real estate market. I'm gonna look at those cards that I received first. So I got a so I'm gonna want to sell a yellow because that's what I have. So I want yellow to be at negative, right? Because I want to sell low. So yellow is going to be at negative. And then I want to buy, let's see. I want to buy maybe a brown. So I'll make that one super expensive. Like that. Then these 2 don't really matter. I'll just set it like that. All right, there you go. So I did that. Yellow's next. I think yellow's maybe gonna join the real estate market here. He's gonna go grab one of these houses. Oh, you know what? He's gonna grab this to lose another coin every round. And then blue. Sorry, let's give this to yellow. And I think blue is going to grab a. Let me look at his hand. See if he can use any of these. No, it's a pretty terrible hand. So what blue's gonna do is blue is going to. You know what? He'll grab this theater. No, he's not gonna grab the theater. That's a terrible move. He'll grab another of these houses because he has a gardener, so he's gonna spend an extra 3 coins every time he activates it. So he's gonna take this. There you go. There's the 3rd phase. Now I'll go to the 4th phase, which is using our cards. Let's go back to our player board. Alright, so what do we have here? So we grabbed a couple of, let me show you with the other camera, it's probably easier. So what are our one-offs here? So we can spend, ooh. So unfortunately we don't have any companions yet, so I might carry these over for next round. Alright, so let's set our actions. So I only have 1 + 1 because of my old friend. It's going to be 2. I only have 2 actions this round, so I got to make them count. Alright. So what can I do to lose the most money? I get 2 free purchases of buildings, so I might just play 2 buildings right away. So looking at this, I'm going to want to play both of these type of buildings. So I'm going to play both of these for sure as free actions, right? So I'm going to play both of these. They're free actions. So I got to calculate the prices. This is a bit the tedious part. So this one's going to be orange, going to be 15 bucks plus the +1 on the main board. So 16 plus 2, so that's $18. So I'm going to spend these two. Get back $2. Now unfortunately I can't actually play this card. I just realized it. Let's put that back in my hand because I don't even have $23 to buy it. So what I gotta do is my second action is I gotta actually sell this as my second free action. My board's a little complicated, so if you're following along and you're a bit lost, I'm dealing with real estate, which is a little bit of the most complicated part. I can show you the yellow's turn, which is super simple. He's just activating his farm and just losing a ton of money. So I'm going to sell this as my second action. So yellow's at -3, so it's at 10, and I can adjust it by 2, so $8. So I'm going to make $8 back. So I discard this. 5, 6, 7, $8. There you go. Sorry about that. Alright, so those are my two free actions with this. I dealt with this, I dealt with this, and I bought this. Let me slide this down so you guys can see it. Alright, I still have two actions. So now what do? I did make my 23 bucks, so I could buy this now. What I'll do. So I'll use one action to play this, to buy it. So I'm going to buy this property. So it's 23 plus 3, so it's 26. I can make this $28. Is that all my money? 20, 27, sorry, 26, 27. So instead of +2, I won't even use this ability. So it's sorry. Here, $26. Boom! I'm almost completely out of money. So this is what I paid for the house. Boom. That was one action to buy the house. Gotta put my marker down. Now I got one more action. The thing is, I only have $2 to my name, so I can't activate these houses because I'll lose more than $2. So what I think I'll do is I'll just play this card as an action so that every round I can lose some cash here, and then maybe I can try to get a chef, right? So as my last action, I'm going to play this here, and then I'll activate it to lose it a coin. So I got $1 to my name. And there you go. Those are my actions for the round. I got 3 cards left. So in the cleanup phase, I'm going to have to discard one of these. I'll discard this now just to save time because I'm not going to build a farm. I'll carry these 2 over for next round with my $1. I'll deal with the other players quick. I'll be back for the cleanup. Alright, I'll show you the cleanup step for this one. Might as well. So, I didn't activate these houses, so they depreciate. So that's fine. Reset my marker, that's all good. Remove all the tokens on the board. Give them back to the players. And then reset these guys back to the way they were. Alright, and then we clean up the cards. So nobody took these cards, surprisingly. And this is a event. So refill. So now we're round 4. Slide this down. So round 4. Event. So no more real estate's going to come out unless you go get it. 4. This is still a friend, and this is still a friend. Now round 4. This is going to start being the other wild companion. So every round is going to be 2 wild companions. Instead of fishing for one, you can actually go get it directly. Oh, look at this one. This is a ball. Somehow, if you get 7 actions, you get $25. I don't know how you get 7 actions. Seems kind of ridiculous. And here, this one's pretty handy. You spend 1 action to gain 3 actions. What? Oh, maybe there you go. They work together. So let's say you went into the round with 4 actions. You spend 1 action to get 3 more actions, and you'll get to your 7 actions. That's a ton of cash. Alright, so let's get ready for the round. I'm gonna be first player again. So I gotta play first. Then it's gonna be blue. Blue and then yellow. I'm gonna take a water break. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm hydrated again. So let's get started with turn 4. This is the planning phase because we already did the setup. So I'm first player. Looking at this board, we already saw a couple of things. So what I'm gonna want to do is get a lot of actions, I think. Or I really need a lot of chefs actually. So if I look at my board, this thing needs chefs and a lady, and my cards. Well, this one needs a lady and that one needs a horse. So I need a bit of everything. So I'm gonna want to draw some cards and then draw them off the companion deck. So 1 action I don't think is enough for me. 2 actions might be enough. With 2 cards I can draw 2 companions, and maybe with one of my hats, if I'm first, I'll grab one of these special wild ones so I can fill it up. So I think that's what I'll do. I'll go there, maybe grab 2 companions, go grab the wild guy, and I'll have 3 actions for the round because 2 plus my extra 1 that I have, and maybe I can make that work for me. So blue, let's look at his hand. He's got 4 cards because he has that guy that lets him hold an extra 2. So blue, I think what he's gonna want to do is go heavy on the actions, and maybe get that one too. So he's gonna go where there's the most actions here on the 4, and see if he can get rid of 25 gold in 1 turn. Then we're gonna go yellow. Yellow, I guess he doesn't need a lot of actions. He still has his farm combo that gets rid of 10 bucks a turn. So if he doesn't need a lot of actions, he has full of cards. I mean, he could go first technically. Let me double check his hand. Let's see, he's got a dog that's not useful, and this one he needs a horse. Alright. He does want an extension though, that's for sure. So I think what he's going to want to do is get at least 2 hats, so he'll go last. Alright, so before the phase 3, which is putting out our workers, we're going to grab our cards. So I have 2, so I'm going to grab 2 cards. I'm going to grab them off the top of the deck, and I did get my lady and my chef. There we go. Put that in my pile. Blue is going to want a... Look at his hand again. Well, blue this turn is going to go heavy on the action here. So he doesn't really care which what card he picks up. I guess he'll pick up a companion. Why not? Let's give him a lady. Actually, he needed a horse to add to his farm. But anyway, and then we're gonna get the yellow player who gets 2 cards. I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna get one of these, and they need a dog, I guess. They need a farm also. So let him get one of these and one of these. Let's see what he got. Oh, he did get a farm. Perfect. He has the ability where he spends money if he has farms with horses. That's awesome. And he picked up this card, which I love this card. It's a boat trip. And you just keep stacking people on it, and it just gets more and more and more expensive. That's pretty funny. Alright, there you go. So we all got our cards. Now we're going to go on to the deployment of our errand boys here. So I'm first, blue second, yellow's third. So I'll go first. What do I want to do? Do I want anything here? I really wanted the wild, I think. I don't want those cards. I don't want those cards. Actually, what I'm going to do is, looking at my board, I think I'm going to manipulate the real estate as my second action, so I can sell one of my houses for cheap. But I think for my first action, what I'm going to want to do is maybe... Oh, tough choices here. There's nothing that's great. If I can get the carriage ride and an extension, or maybe if I just get the so let me go get a carriage ride. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I'm going to have an open slot because I'm going to sell one of my houses. So I'm going to go get a carriage ride, and hopefully that'll take off $3 every turn. Now we're gonna go to blue. Blue only has one hat, so let's get rid of a second one. He is gonna go all out and get this card here. So he's gonna go here and get this card. He's gonna go spend all his actions on the same thing. And then yellow's gonna go. So what's yellow want? Yellow wanted the extension, that's for sure. So that's his first move. Now we'll jump back up to me. It's going to change the real estate market, and I think I definitely want to sell my orange house. So I want my orange house to be -3, so I sell it for less. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise the price of the farms in case one of my opponents want to sell their farms. And then my other house is a beige, so I'll make that one a -2, and I'll set it like that. Yellow hates me for it, and I think he's going to go grab a card. Did he get another farm? Let me double check. Yeah, he has a farm and he needs to put a horse on it. So what he's gonna do is he's going to, instead of going here, he's just gonna go here and go get his horse right away. This is a wild. There you go. We're done. Now we're gonna go to my player board and do our turn. So, sorry for the glare again. I just realized it's the light I have on top of my camera here shining down, so my next playthroughs will have to be without sleeved cards because it's causing glare. Alright, so here's my hand. First thing we do, is we're going to look here, and we're going to have 2 actions plus our 1, so we're going to have 3 actions. Set this to 3. There you go. Now, the first thing we're going to want to do, I think it's a little obvious. We're going to sell this using his ability to sell for as a free action, right? So we're going to sell this, and it's going to be the cost here, which is 13. So it was on this one here, so 13. But the cost of the orange here, which I think is townhouse, is -3. So it's actually only going to be $10. So I sold this property for 10 bucks. So I only get $10 back. And I can get rid of this little token. Alright, I'm not going to want to sell this one because I think if I put a chef and a lady on it, I can activate it for 10 gold a round. That's insane. So I'm going to keep this so I can keep losing 10 gold a round. Which is, actually, I might only have to do it 1 round because, actually, thinking about it, if like I have $11 here, I can fill this up, 10, activate it, then activate this one, that's already $11 right there. Then I'm gonna have to sell this thing next turn. Sell this thing next turn so that I can get back my money and then lose that money. So should I sell it right away? Let's look at my hand again. It's gonna be very hard to get rid of the money on here in a later round because I don't have any other way to lose money besides this card here. Oops, I did forget to take my my carriage ride. Put that in my hand. Alright, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do 1 action, carriage ride. Put this down. And I'm gonna activate my carriage ride, which is $3, so I'll take back 7. There you go. And then this is a. Should I put my chef? Yeah, I'm gonna put my chef on him. So I'm gonna discard a chef as and an action to put a token on here. So I get rid of the chef. Get rid of an action. I'll put a white token on here. Then I'll activate this, which is a free action, to lose 2 more. I'll lose 2. Then, oh, sorry, when I sold it I was supposed to also modify by $2. Sorry about that. So I'm going to lose an extra 2 bucks. So I'll take back 3. Sorry about that, I just caught it now. That's what happens when I went away for a water break. I sort of forgot what I was doing here. Alright, so I got $4 plus 22 minus 2. So I technically have $20 left to get rid of before the end of the game. So I have one action left, and I can only carry over 2 cards into the future. So what I think I'm gonna do is just get rid of this card to lose an extra $2, just so I can carry over these 2 cards into next round, which is what I'll do. So I'll get rid of this card, which is an action for $2. So lose $2 more. And there you go. So I'm going to carry these 2 cards over, which combo well together, which is $7 into next round. This is going to depreciate. It's just going to help me next turn. And there you go. So I'll go do the other players' turns, and I'll be right back. And hopefully nobody goes bankrupt this round. I'll see you when I come back. Alright, we all did our actions. Yellow has no money left, but he's got 2 farms that are on the value of 30, so he's close to me. So let's do a cleanup step. Let's reactivate all of these cards. We didn't do anything with this, so we'll depreciate it here. So we're at about 22, so we're in the lead by about $8. Let's refresh the board here. Move this down, get rid of these. Somebody took that, and this one's a helper. Put it here. So round 5, we'll pass the first player marker to blue. Alright, blue's gonna be first, then yellow, then me. Alright, now let's fill it up. So it's gonna be event, round 5, event. So it's all events. So near the end of the game, because you're selling your properties, you need events to siphon off the rest of your cash, right? So here's always a helper. Then we have here is going to be a couple of more of these special cards. Let's see what they got. Straight up 1 action, $4. Oh, and another of those 1 action to 3 action cards, which was helpful last round for blue, but nobody has one of those massive, a lot of actions for money cards anymore, so nobody's going to want to take that card. Alright, so this might be the round that we finish, or it might be the next one. So the game, I sort of mentioned at the beginning, depending on the money you start with, it could be a longer game or shorter game. $70, usually it ends on 5 or 6. Normally I play $100. That makes the whole game play every single time. It's hard to lose $100 by all 7 rounds. Alright, so let's get started. Blue's gonna go first. So what does blue want to do? Blue doesn't have much of anything right now. Blue doesn't have a plan. Let me look at his cards. I think this round, oh man, blue needs a plan. Blue needs a plan. Blue maybe is going to go for a lot of these events and just play a ton of events. So I think what they're going to do is get a lot of actions to play a lot of events. So I think they're going to go here to draw 0, but they're going to put 2 hats to grab 2 events, and then have 3 actions to play all their events to try to lose their money. Alright, that's blue. Yellow. Yellow had a plan. Yellow really has to do this to sell off his farm, so he wants to set this to -1. So he needs at least 1 hat to do that. And I think he's going to want to go first to maybe also get an event that he needs to lose more money. So he'll go here. And that'll leave me. So I'll go into the best spot on the board here, even though I'll pick last. I'm not really picky at this point. Alright, so yellow's going to go first to put their guys. So we all have 2. So it's going to be blue, yellow, blue, then red. Let's start off with yellow. So yellow really wants to do this. He doesn't want anyone to, and he doesn't really care about this yet. So he's going to go here right away and exchange these 2 for sure. Actually, he's going to look at my board, because I'm his competition, so he's going to put the +3 here to screw me over. And then he's also going to look at the blue player and set the +1 here, and nobody has this type of house, so they'll put at -2 here. Alright, there's yellow's turn. Blue really just wanted a lot of these actions. He has a lady in his hand, so he's going to grab this card, maybe boost it up. Oh, sorry, before I was supposed to do that, I'm supposed to hand out the cards. I always forget that for some odd reason, playing 3 players. So yellow wanted 2 cards. Let me look at his hand. So he wants a lot of companions. So he already has his dog. So he needs a lady and a chef. So you know what? For his 2 cards, he'll grab 2 companions. And he gets 2 horses, the ones that he didn't need. Wow. Okay. And then I grab 2 cards. What do I want? Let's look at my hand. So I already have my combo built in here. So for 2 actions, I lose $7. So maybe I'll grab a couple of events here, and I'll see what I get. So it'll change my strategy as I go. And these are straight up just events for actions for money. Straight up. So I don't even need companions for these. So those are my 2 cards. Alright, so blue went there to grab an event. Then I go next. I think I'm gonna go grab another carriage ride. This one is straight up just an action to put it down, but then it's straight up $2 every time, and when I sell my house it'll open up a slot, so I'll use this card to replace it. Alright, now we jump to yellow. Yellow wanted the wild card here. I think blue wanted the other wild card. Although blue wanted the events. He's gonna go grab this carriage ride actually first. It's gonna be more useful for him. And then I will, as my last action, I will. None of these excite me really much. An action for $2, that's horrible. Although I could get this card and use it next turn and then do a ton of events just by spending a ton of actions. So let me do that. I'll get this card and maybe this round if I have a lot of events. I did because I drew those 2 that just needed action. So maybe this one will let me finish those off. So I'll keep this card. And there you go. We're all done taking our stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, there you go, 6. So let's go to our player board. All right, so let's look at my hand here. Let me do it on the big camera so you can see it. All right, here we go. So how many actions do I have? Oops, sorry about that. So I'm gonna have 3 plus 1 as 4 actions. Let's come here. Set this to 4. I got 4 actions. All right, here we go. 4 actions. I could lose an action, and then so I can be at 6 actions. I'm at 4. I'll lose 1, so these 2 get rid of each other. So I can gain 2 actions, 6 actions. So I can technically do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1 on my board is 6. So, or 6, put this down and activate it to lose another 2. Yeah, you know what? That's what I'll do. All right, so this is gonna be crazy. So I'm gonna lose this card. So this will give me an extra 2 actions. Let's go back. 1, 2. So I have 6 actions, which is pretty amazing. Now, as a free action, I'm gonna sell this because I don't have any cash to get rid of, because I'm gonna try to get rid of all my cash. So this one is 20. Unfortunately, I gotta sell it at +3 because stupid yellow changed the price. So that's actually $23. So this is gonna go here. I'm gonna take $23. 21, 22, 23, and there you go. Alright, so if I get rid of all this, I win the game because I don't have any more properties on my board. Let me slide all these over so you can see them. Alright. Now, just to get started, this is a free action, so I'll just do it now. Activate this for $2 because I don't have another chef, so that's gonna be $2. I'll just get rid of $2 here. Alright, now what else can I do? Let's look at you. So I think for sure I'm going to spend an action to put this down. And then activate it to lose $2. Alright. Now I got 5 actions left. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So basically all my actions are playing everything in my hand. So how much cash am I losing? 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus 7, $15 with this lady here. So $15. So if I lose $15, I'm at $6 left. So I get rid of all this. And I take back a 5. And I discard my whole hand. So let's put these back. And I can't activate him because I have no more actions. Can't activate. Oh, actually, again, I forgot that I sold my property at -2. So technically this $5 that I got back, or the 23 that I got back, should have been 21. So I'll give myself back $3 here. I'm always forgetting that all the time. It's tough playing 3 players. Alright, so I'm done. I'm going to do the other player's turn. Hopefully nobody won, but I'll for sure be bankrupt next turn because I got a whole $4 to my name, and already on my board I can do that, so it's going to be easy. So let me do their turns. I'll come back for the cleanup. Alright, just to give you a recap, Yellow's going to get screwed over because he's got all his abilities in farms, but he's going to end up having to sell his farm and have 15 bucks left over, so he's got 15 bucks about. Blue has about 1 property left at about 10 plus $4, so he's at 14, and I have $4. That's it. So I'm way ahead, I think. So let's do a cleanup step. So let's move these down, down, down. We're all good here. I'll do the same thing for the other players. Move everything down. All right, let's go to the main board. We'll clean up. So this is going to be the last round of the game for sure, I think. Let's move first player to yellow. Well, it is going to be for sure. I'm at $4. So let's move the round marker to 6. Let's clear off these cards. These ones stay. Alright, so let's refill. So let's see what our special cards are here. So we have a real estate agent at -4. Maybe that'll help Yellow get rid of his farm for cheap. And then a dinner, which is straight up 1 action, $4. Not the most interesting card. And then all of these are going to be events all over the place. And lady chef, lady. Wow. If you want ladies to come with you, they're all there. Okay, so yellow's first, then it's me, then it's blue. Alright, so let's get to it. So yellow's gonna go first. I think yellow doesn't need a lot of actions, but he just needs to get rid of cash. He just needs a lot of these cards. So does he go for a lot of cards? But no, he needs a lot of actions to play the cards. So he's gonna go here just to get 4 actions. 1 card. He's just gonna try to play a ton of. Let me see what he has in his hand. He does need companions though. Darn. He does need companions, so he does need to draw. You know, he'll go last. He doesn't really care what he gets. He just wants to draw a lot of companions and events just to get rid of all this stuff. I'm gonna go next. I really don't care what I want. I just want to finish this off. So I don't even need actions because all my actions are free and I'll be at 0. So it doesn't really matter. I don't really need cards. I don't even need actions. I'm gonna go here. I'll tell you why. I'm gonna go mess around with this market just that when they try to sell their stuff, they'll have even a tougher time to get rid of their money because I'll rearrange this so that's beneficial for me. Let's see, then blue. Blue again just needs actions and cards. So actions and cards. I think what he's gonna do, he's gonna go on the second one here, try to get actions and cards. All right. So let's go first. I'm first, then it's blue, then it's yellow. So I'm gonna go here, first thing, and adjust the market so that they're gonna have a really tough time to catch up. So I need yellow and farms to be positive. So there you go. So I'll just set it like that. They're gonna hate me for it. Oh, sorry. Before we do that, obviously I draw 5 cards. You know, let me just draw 5 events right off the top. 2, 3, 4. You know what? I'll draw 3 events and 2 companions. Let's see what I get. There you go. Those are my 5 cards. Then blue's gonna grab 2. I think what they're gonna grab is these 2 already work well together. This is a dead card for them. So if they need 2, they'll grab 2 companions because they might grab some events here. So let's see what they got. They got a dog and a lady. Well, the lady's gonna be nice when they grab some of these. And then we got yellow's gonna do the exact same thing, just grab a couple of companions to get ready, and we got a dog and a lady. Fantastic. All right, now we put out our errand boys. So I'm gonna go here, then blue's gonna go next. He just grabbed the lady. How many ladies does he have in his hand now? Let's see. He's got 2 ladies in his hand. Look at that. And a dog. So he can go here or here. I think he's gonna go here. So he's gonna grab this card. And then yellow is gonna go on. He does have an empty spot on his board. He can grab that or that. Let me see his hand again. He's got a couple of dogs. The dog's useful. He can go here and get that. There's 2 actions. Ugh. Sure, why not? He's gonna go here to grab this card. Yeah, with his lady, it's 3 plus a dog. Yeah, that might work out. Let's give him that card. And I have my 3rd card, and I think doesn't really matter, so I'll just steal a card from them that they might want. Let's grab this. Lose an extra $4. Alright, so blue's gonna grab the wild, and I think yellow's gonna grab a wild as well. There you go. So we'll give them each a wild. There you go. We're done. Let's jump to my player board. Not much for me to do, but I'll just show you. Before I even look at my hand of cards, I got $4 left. All I gotta do is activate this, and there's $4. So I'm pretty much done, right? I mean, I could play a bunch of cards and whatever. I even had 2 actions this round to do things, but I'm out of cash. So there you go. So let's just pass. I'm gonna go do their turn and see if they're able to go to 0 as well. So I'll be right back with the final situation. All right, there you have it. So I went to 0. Actually, I should have used my cards. Let me go back. I should have used my cards to accrue more debt, because what happens is if 2 people would have finished at 0 or less, it's whoever went below 0 the most. So with my actions, I could have spent to go even lower, but it didn't really matter because blue actually finished with $1 left and yellow finished with $3 left. So I was the only one to declare bankruptcy that round by $1. Well, I would have gone even lower, but that goes without saying. So there's the game. I forgot a few things along the way because I was playing 3 players. I usually forgot getting the cards, but I remembered a couple of seconds later. Just don't forget that. Very, very important. That's how you get cards. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, comment, like, subscribe. Subscribing is great. See you on the next video.